Okay guys, we are heading out of town. We're flying out of here. 5 a.m. It's too early for this stuff. I need my coffee. Alright, let's get ourselves some coffee. Okay guys, so we're heading out on the West Coast tour like I said. First stop, Fort Riley. Hopefully we'll have some more, you know, scenic type stuff as we go along. We're gonna go see the Atomic Cannon there. We're going to the Great Salt Lakes in Utah, the Great Salt Lake. We're going to Napoleon Dynamite's hometown where the film was filmed. Some cool stuff in Arizona, a lot of cool stuff in California. So hopefully there'd be a lot more, you know, great content to filter in to these little vlogs and stuff like that, and not so boring. But first stop, literally on the way out there, I'm finally going there. It's only 2 hours and 15 minutes away from my house. I am finally going to the world's largest truck stop. It's the Iowa 80 truck stop. So we're gonna cruise right past it, so I'm stopping in. Okay, so we just got into Kansas from the Iowa state border there, and the storms are hitting us pretty hard. It's some major downpours. The last few days, Midwest has been getting a lot of storms, and we're getting another batch of them, I guess. So hopefully all this goes away, gets it out of its system. I see some clearing there on the horizon, and it you know, stops so we can work on the vehicle. Basically what he needs first and foremost is a starter, so you can start the vehicle and actually use it. So the truck is down and it's just sitting there in a parking lot at its barracks. So hopefully it's not all flooded when I get there working on the ground with the starter. If it is, it is. I'm going to do it either way. I'll be under the truck, and I'm sure I'll live. Okay, so we're almost to the base here. It's kind of convoluted and a little hard getting into here. Got to get a visitor pass and all that kind of stuff. But the only thing we're doing that I'm aware of is maybe diagnosing a park aid sensor and replacing a starter. The starter just clicks and it does not crank over. So
prepare to exit the highway.
I'm going to do a quick diagnosis on that just to be sure he has one on hand, and we're going to bolt that on because he just does not have the tools to bolt one of these on. I'm going to try to record it because these can be kind of tricky getting in there with certain different extensions to make it possible. They really jammed it up in there against the frame and all that. So we'll see how this one goes. Alright guys, we're finally leaving Fort Riley in Kansas here. The weather got pretty extreme for a while there. It was pretty dark skies, and you know what happens in Kansas all the time. So we were a little freaked out about that. We got into a little fender bender. Back end's a little bashed in, but we can still keep on trucking. Strapped it all up back there. We're going to keep on going. That's all I'm going to say about that. We got the starter on. Took care of that so the vehicle starts and runs for the guy now. And I diagnosed his rear park aid on the vehicle too, so he knows exactly which sensor to change on there, because it can be tricky otherwise. Most scan tools don't talk to the PAM module. So I told him that. I told him how to change it. So all I have to do is swap out a new sensor whenever he gets money, and that'll work just fine once again for him also. So it took a little bit longer than expected with waiting for the MPs to come and read their report and all that stuff. But no big deal. We're up and out of there. It's still light out, and we're still going to get to the hotel down in Wichita, Kansas, you know, at a decent time. So no big deal. We got waters now. Got ourselves some corn nuts, and we're just heading down the road. Time to go in for the pool and the jacuzzi for sure tonight.